Right now, I'd like to give the brief idea about the project management. What is a project? First, you can see the unique process consists of set of coordinated and control activities with start the finish dates undertaken to achieve an objective conforming to specific requirements, including constraints of time, cost, quality, and the resources. If I ask what are the projects, can you say any examples? Can you say an example for the project? I think everybody should involve is much better. Only three students currently, but anyway, can you say an example for the projects? Then anybody like to, okay, I got it message as a project construction infrastructure project. I expected this kind of answers actually because if I ask a question example as a project, then a lot of students they are going to say the construction infrastructure projects only. But don't misunderstand, the project is not only construction. We can consider as your degree is one of the project. Your degree also one of the project. If you want to complete this master degree, there are so many activities behind that. One particular day you start this particular project, your degree, and I'm sure one particular day you are going to complete. The previous batch, they complete their project last 19. They went to the convocation yesterday, BMICH. Likewise, in the future, you are also going to the BMICH to get your degree, the convocation. Only one particular day. You don't have 2 days, right? Therefore, the project, as example, not only construction, you can consider your degree or you plan to get your married in the future. That is another project. Or either your company is going to introduce a computerized system is another project. Likewise, there are so many projects we can consider. Any project is planned set of activities. Any project have a lot of activities. In your degree, how many subjects you need to complete, and assignment and the workshops, and likewise, there are so many things we had that. The project has a scope. The project has time, cost, quality, and resources constraint, right? Then I just want to give a briefly idea. This I don't have to waste time to interaction because already you completed. What is the project management? Earlier also I explained a dynamic process that utilizes the appropriate resources of the organization in a controlled and structured manner to achieve some clearly defined objectives identified as need. It was always conducted within a defined set of constraints. It's another definition. Project management is a process of defining, planning, organizing, leading, control, development of an information system project. The goal of the project management is to deliver an information system that is acceptable to users and is developed on time and within the budget. Now I am going to concern my topic, project management tools and techniques. That's my main objective. End of this 4 day sessions, I'm sure everybody should have possible to get this particular knowledge. Sometime you already complete for your first degree, or if you consider that as a subject operations manage research or management science, I'm sure you know the network model. This is one of the main techniques we use to get the optimal decision regarding the projects. Representing the scheduling project plans, the most commonly used methods are Gantt chart. I'm sure that Gantt chart, that one, this is one of the kind of the chart. We can see where the starting point and what are the tasks to be complete, and when we are going to complete the entire project. We can consider the activities and we can draw the Gantt chart. And also we use the network diagram. Under that, mainly we focus in the CPM method as well as PERT method. CPM means critical path method. PERT means project evaluation and review technique. I will come to that all in detail. Now, mainly under the slides content, we talk about these techniques. The Gantt chart, a graphical representation of project that shows each task as a horizontal bar whose length is proportionate to its time for completion. Assume if you are going to build a house, first step, you need to make the plan. Assume it take just 1 month. Then you start in one particular day. Then from that particular day, after 1 month, you are going to complete your plan. Then after complete your plan, you should start to uh, develop the foundation. Then after 1 month, you are going to start the foundation. Assume it takes 2 weeks only. Then after 2 weeks, you are going to complete the foundation. Sometimes simultaneously you have possibility to start another work. From the beginning, you can start that particular work as well. Likewise, we are going to do the Gantt chart. A Gantt chart is a horizontal bar chart that illustrate a project schedule. In a Gantt chart, time is displayed on a horizontal axis and the tasks activities are arranged vertically from top to bottom in order to their start dates. It's very simple actually. There is no difficult tasks. I will show the one example. Then you should get the idea about the Gantt chart. Normally, if you are doing the research work, when you're going to submit the research proposal, under the proposal, you need to attach Gantt chart. When you are going to start your research proposal, then you need to consider what are the activities need to complete. I mean the introduction, then develop the research proposal, then you need to collect the literature, then you need to do the conceptual framework, methodology, and data collection time period, and data analysis time period, finally conclusion time period. Likewise, you can draw the Gantt chart, then you can give them when you are going to complete the research work. Likewise, a Gantt chart is a detailed chart for the large project might be quite complex and hard to understand. To simplify the chart, project manager can combine related activities into one task. Now let's see the example. Now here's the Gantt chart. You can see what are the tasks need to complete. This horizontal bar is represent the tasks and the required time to complete. Yes, I put the here. You can see uh, time as in days, 20 days, 40 days, 60 days, 80 days. Likewise, time period we are going to complete the particular tasks, and end of the 160 days we can complete this particular project. That's the way we are going to draw the Gantt chart. It's not difficult task. It's so easy. Yes, you need to find what are the activities need to implement, and if you should know how many days or weeks or month required to complete the particular activities, and also should consider about what are the activities we can start simultaneously, because normally we should consider preceding tasks as well when going to the Gantt chart. As example, before you make the foundation, you can't start build the wall, because if you want to build the wall, first you need to complete the foundation, right? Then we need to consider that all. We need to draw the Gantt chart. As another example, if you are going to draw the Gantt chart for your research work, before starting your data analysis, you need to collect all the data. Your collecting time period is 1 month. After 1 month, then you need to start your data analysis part. Or then sometime you need to do the data cleaning, because sometime unnecessary data also there. It takes another 2 days. Then after collect the data, then you need to stay another 2 days to start the data analysis part. Likewise, we need to draw the Gantt chart, then is represent the total time taken to complete the entire project. But mainly I'm going to focus the network model. I will share this slide. Give me 1 minute. Okay, I'll share this slide now. Now you can see we are going to mainly focus in the network model. Under the network model, we can talk about CPM, critical path method, as well as project evaluation and review technique. What's the meaning of the network? A network is a graphical display of series of projects that contains both activities and events. Any project, we can identify there are so many activities and also events. Normally, any project, we can see one starting event, one finishing event. We can't see more than one starting points. We can't see more than one ending point, finishing point. Only one starting, only one finishing. As example, introduce the computerized system, build the house, or any your degree, or either any projects you can observe. They have so many activities, and we can see some event as well. The objective of the network analysis, helpful planning, and also minimization maintenance time, avoiding delays, reduction time, and not only that, using the network analysis, we have possibility to identify the entire project completion time. That's really important. We have possibility to identify the entire project completion time, and also we can identify the critical path. Critical path means that longest path method we use to find the critical path actually, but the critical path is a shortest path, right? I'll explain in detail later. These are the main objective of the network analysis. When I'm going to talk about the network analysis, we can see the main techniques under that. We call the CPM, critical path method, and the second one, project evaluation and review technique. I would like to explain in detail both after another 2-3 slides. Then we can go to the calculation part. It's not difficult. It's not so easy, but only the things if you don't know early, you need to stay in front of your devices and do the uh, activities along with me. Then you need to enhance your knowledge. Without, you are facing the problem, right? Okay, let's go to that. Talk about the basic network terminology, right? Basic network terminology. When I'm going to talk about the network analysis, I mentioned early any project have activity or tasks, then we should know that how we are going to define the activity. Activity means a task which takes time and resources. If you are going to build a new house, there are so many activities. Make the plan, foundation, build the wall. Likewise, any task takes time and resources. Example, you can say build the wall, the foundation. Normally, we use the symbol to represent the activity. We use the straight line arrow. Now you can see my arrow is a straight line. Then any arrow you can see the tail and the head. Tail represent the task begin, the starting point. Head represent task end. That symbol's really important. Remember, you need to draw the straight line arrows. All the arrows should be forward process. The snake line not allow. Snake line means not the straight, right? It's not allow, and cross arrows also not allow. Therefore, remember, when you're going to draw the arrow, should be the straight line, forward process, backward not allow, cross arrows not allow, and also another important thing, the length of the arrow is not significant, either short, either uh, the length is somewhat bigger. Don't worry about that. It's up to you, right? Now remember that activity, a task which takes time and resources, we use the arrow to represent the activity. Then second one is the event. You know that today we start class 6:30 is one of the event. We plan to stop the class is 9:30 is another event, right? Is another event. Then any activity, we consider starting event and finishing event as well, right? What's the meaning of the event? A point in time that marks the beginning or ending of an activity. Normally we use the circle, or either another term we call the node, N-O-D-E, to represent the event. To represent the event. Now you can see event, we use a circle, or either we call the node. There are two type of nodes, because the starting event and finishing event we can observe. Now you can see there are two type of node, tail node and head node. Tail node represent the starting point of the activity. Head node represent the finishing point of the activity. These all the symbols are really important. Okay, before go to the next one, let me know if you know about the operations management. Anybody, did you complete the operations management? Let me know, answer yes or no. Under the operations management, did you complete the one of the topic we call the layout planning? Under the layout planning, we talk about the assembly line balancing. Anybody know about that? I'm going to talk about the as a main functions of the organization operations. Because I want to explain the difference between the network diagram and precedent diagram. Anybody know about? Let me yes or no. Don't worry. Normally, accountancy background student, they should learn that operations management. Upeksha. Okay, Upeksha said this no. What about others? Others? Samantha Kumara, do you know about that? Right. No any response. I need all the students join to live this session, right? Rather than the
No idea, sir.
okay, don't worry, don't worry. Actually, under the operation, this operations management is one of the main organizational functions area, like marketing management, human resource management, financial management, and operations management also. I think compare the HR, marketing, finance, everything, most important one is operations. Under the operations management, we are going to talk about the layout planning. That if you go to your office, your home, your room, you can see the different kind of layout. If you go to post office, bank, or either warehouse, or either manufacturing plant, the different places, post office, you can see the different kind of the layout. Supermarket, retail stores, likewise. The layout is really important to make the transformation process effective and efficiency. Under the layout planning, we talk about the assembly line balancing. I don't want to take the more time to explain that. Yes, I want to say that when I'm doing the assembly line balancing, it means some companies use the assembly line to produce their goods. The good example is auto manufacturing company. Toyota and BMW, Benz, and every company use assembly line. One particular workstation starting point, adding parts and components to complete the final product. If the organization they use the assembly line to produce their goods, normally they are doing the line balance. Line balance means they are going to assign tasks to workstation to minimize the number of workstation as well as to minimize the idle time, right? When I'm going to do the line balance, we should draw the precedent diagram. When I'm going to draw the precedent diagram, we use the same symbols. I mean the arrow and circle, but the idea is totally different. If you don't know anything much, then no any problem is create. But if you know somewhat about the assembly line balancing, you have a problem because for the line balance, we use the arrow to represent the performance of tasks. We use the circle to represent the activity or tasks. That's the difference. But under the network model, we use arrow to represent the tasks or activity. We use the circle to represent the event. I want to just explain the difference only. If you don't know anything about the line balancing, forget it and concentrate about the arrow represent activity, circle represent event. Just enough. Okay, let's go to the next one. Dummy activity. I'm sure you know this term dummy, right? If you're going to shopping, right, you can see the dummies in front of the sale centers wearing saris, frocks, shirts, likewise, right? Then dummy is not the real activity. Some people thought the dummy is the real lady they are going to touch, but it's not actual, right? It's a look like actual, but it's actually dummy, right? This is an imaginary activity which does not consume time and resources. It is usually merely to show the preceding logic of the network. You know that when you're going to the network diagram, sometime we should use the dummy activity. Dummy is not the real activity I mentioned as example. That showrooms inside you can see they are dummies. They are wearing shirts and frocks and saris also that they are not the actual lady or the men. They are is a artificial. It's dummies, right? Then we use the dotted line arrow to represent the dummy. Now you can see dotted line arrow we use to represent the dummy. Okay, then you can see now what are the rules and regulations required to the draw the network diagram. I'll have to explain now. Actually, under the project operations management, earlier I mentioned about the precedent diagram. It is so easy to draw, but network diagram somewhat is create difficulties. But don't worry, I will explain step by step. Reason behind that, when I'm going to draw the network diagram, we should follow the several rules and regulations, right? Just try to get the knowledge about the rules and regulations. But anyway, I like to start from considering very simple examples. End of the today session, I am sure if I involve in really you are going to really you are going to involve to the lectures and do the activities along with me, your knowledge is going to up and you can get the real knowledge how to draw the correct network diagram. Okay, first rule. Now you can see first rule. In network diagram, arrows represent the activities. Earlier also I explained about. And the circle or node is represent the event. You know, activity means a task takes time and resources. Event means starting or finishing point. The length of an arrow is of no significance. Either short or either long, you can draw the arrows. Don't worry about that. The second one, only one point of start, entry, event, and only one point of finishing event. I mentioned one particular day you start your degree. You remember when you start your degree, right? And also in the future, another one particular day you are going to complete your degree. Therefore, any project, one starting point, one finishing point. Third one, each activity should have the tail event and head event. Each activity, because when I'm going to complete the activity, we can see where the starting point and also we can see where the finishing point, ending point. Note that many activities may use the same tail event and many may use the same head event. You understand what I mean? Normally, any activity have a one starting point, one finishing point. Sometime using the same event, we are going to start several activities. Several activities. Assume that you are starting your job one particular day. Simultaneously, you are going to start your master degree using the same event, right? But you need to complete both using the another two different event. You start more than one, you can't complete all using another same event. Should use another different event to complete. Or either you are going to start the activities from the different event, you can complete all using the same event. That also possible. Now let's see that. From the first one, we start the tail event, three activities. Just three arrows mean three activities. Assume that ABC. The start in tail event, we call the start in event is number one, event number one. Then we are going to complete the three again circles you can see. That's the finishing event. We can put the number 2, 3, 4. In the middle of the network, sometime you can see we start activities assume D, E, F from the separate events, separate tail events, and we are going to complete all using another same event. Okay, here I just didn't put any figures and numbers. I'll use a dummy, whiteboard, not dummy, sorry, whiteboard to explain. I'm sure now you can see my whiteboard after sharing. I'm sure now you can see. If you can't see, let me know, right? Now I'll draw the starting point of the activity. Just put the number one, right? Then we can start several activities from that point. I have to start activity A, activity B, activity C, likewise. We put the name A, B, and C. Right? Then we are going to complete that all using the another separate event. It's another separate event. Normally we put the number, event number 2. Then we should complete the activity B using the another event. Remember, you can't complete all using another same event because it's starting one particular event. It should be the 3. We are going to complete C using another event. Another event. Number 4. Right. This one also correct. This one correct. And also we have possibilities to start the activities using that. So we are in the middle of the network. Then event number 5. We are going to start one particular activity. Assume the name activity D. Then We are going to start another activity from the sixth event. Then I would like to name the activity E. Then we are going to start another activity 7. Another activity from the event number 7. I would like to say that F. Now DEF start separate events. Then we can complete all using another same event. That's the possible. Should be the number 8. That's also correct. Right, that's also correct. But when you're going to start one particular activity from the event number 1, assume the activity just name A. You can complete A using the another event. Using the another event. This should be the event number 2. Right? That's also correct. The start event number 1. We are going to complete A event number 2. That's also correct. Assume you are going to start more than one activity from this event number 1. More than one. I will take the just 2. Then you can't complete both using another same event. That is wrong. That is wrong. I think better to get the idea, right? That's important. This one is wrong. You can't say it's a correct. It's wrong. We have a possibility to start several activities using the same event, but necessary to complete using separate event. Start ABC from the event number 1. We complete ABC from the second, third, fourth event. We start DEF separate events 5, 6, 7. We complete DEF all using the event number 8. That's also correct. We start A from the event number 1. We complete the A event number 2. That's also correct. But we start, assume the both A and B activity from the event number 1, but you can't complete both using another same event number 2. That's wrong. If the situation like that, we should use the dummy activity, right? We should use the dummy activity. I'll come to this later. Just try to get some idea, but if difficult to get the idea, don't worry, forget it all. That's the way I am going to teach. Anyway, at end of the today class, 100% sure that everybody can get the real idea about that. But you should involve, right? You need to stay in front of the device and need to do some activities along with me after another few minutes. Let's go to the fourth rule. Fourth rule is loops that lead back to the same event are not allowed. I earlier mentioned, if you're going to draw the network diagram, all the arrows forward process. Backward not allowed. Here you can see the 2 arrows forward process, but another 2 arrows backward. When you're going to the network diagram, remember all the arrows should be the forward process. Forward process, not backward, not allowed. Right? Then another rule is isolated activities are not allowed. Here you can see the network diagram. Start in event number 1, finish in event number 7. In between have some activities. Let me know which one is isolated one here. Can you say that yourself? Which one is isolated one? Which activity? I need the activity name.
A,
Sorry?
activity A.
Yeah, that's correct. Activity A is isolated. It's not connect with the other activities. Sometime some classes also we can see some student isolated. They don't like to connect with others. That is not good, especially for the university life. We should create the more network, right? You also can better to make the good network because last time we have the function, the impact student, one particular hotel, they given the uh, they have they organize that functions. They are friends and the lecturers as well. Then they are going to create the good network, right? They are working different places. I'm sure that's also one of the advantage why do I be doing this type of the master's program to enhance your knowledge, and also not only that, you need to connect with others. Then that's so easy to satisfy your requirements in the future, right? Then don't be isolated. Here we are when are going to draw the network diagram. Isolated activities are not allowed. The next one, network proceed left to right. I earlier also mentioned we start from the left hand side. We should draw the arrows to the right hand side. No backward. These are the simple, it's not difficult. No activity can start until its tail event reach. Assume if you are going to draw the activity A from the event number 1, before complete A, you can't start B or either any activity, right? If you're not understood, later I will draw the diagram, then you can get the idea. Don't worry. An event is not complete until its all activities lead into are complete. Which means if you want to start another activity, it's depend on the which one is a preceding task or immediate procedure. But anyway, that if you draw the activity, then after complete, you should start the next one. Two activities cannot have both start in and end in events. I earlier explained that previous, uh, using the whiteboard, I explained two activities or more than two activities cannot have both a start in and end in event as the same. But you know that we can start several activities using the same event, but we should complete all using another separate events. We can start activities from the different events. We can complete all using another same event. And also, if you are starting more than one activities from the same event, remember, you can't complete all using another same event. We have a 9 rules now. 9 is not good. Then I like to add another one, last one, 10th one. The 10th one is you need to give the numbers to the event. Event should be numbered in an ascending order. If you draw the first circle, put the number 1. If you draw the second circle, put the number 2. Likewise, you need to give the numbers to the ascending order. These are the simple rules and regulations. Okay, I think if you are understood, it's much better. But if you are not understood, don't worry. After the few examples, you should remember that all the rules and regulations, right? Let's go to the very first example. I'll explain how to draw the network diagram. Very simple example. You can see two columns, activity, immediate procedure. What's the meaning of the immediate procedure? The immediate procedure means before you start in some activity, what are the activities we need to complete? Here the A, immediate procedure is none. It means without complete anything, you can start A. B, none. Without complete anything, you can start B. For the C, what is the immediate procedure? B. It means if you want to start C, you need to complete B. Right? For the D, we should complete AC. Both. Practical example, if you are going to build the house, first you need to buy the land, then no immediate procedure. You can buy anywhere, it's up to you. The second one, make the plan. If you want to make the plan, you should have a land because according to the land size and the land shapes and everything, we are going to make the plan. Then if you want to build foundation, should complete the plan. For the foundation, immediate procedure is a plan. Assume the D is a build the wall. If you want to build the wall, we need to complete the foundation. Likewise, we call these are the immediate procedure. Okay, I'll explain the very first example, how to draw the network diagram. Remember that under this technique network model, the most important thing is the diagram. Normally people get the real idea about the particular project using the diagram. Therefore, you need to draw the diagram very clearly. That's the most important part of this particular techniques, right? Okay, I'll go draw the diagram. A none, B none, C B, D A C both. I'll use a whiteboard. If you can't see the whiteboard, let me know, right? Okay, now when I'm going to start the project, first draw the circle. Is represent, just we start the project. Any symbol have a meaning of. If you want to say somebody just now you start, just draw the circle and put the number 1. Is represent, you start your project. Then A none. Activity A, we can start from the event number 1 without complete anything. Just draw the arrow forward process and put the name activity A. The question said B none. B also we can start from the event number 1. No need to complete anything to start the B. Then you can put the name B. Right. If you are starting your get that academic qualifications like the master's program, simultaneously you can start to get the professional qualification. Right. There's no relationship between that. If you like to do the ACAO or the chartered, you can start and simultaneously you are going to complete the master's as well. One side you are going to enhance, get your academic qualification. Other side you are going to complete your professional qualification. When you are going to apply the good job, they ask both qualifications, right? Likewise, then AB we can start without complete anything. For the B, the next one, for the C, what's the question said? We need to complete B. Now we already start B. The arrow represent we start B. Then now we need to say we complete B with another event, second event. And you need to say you complete B. Much better all the circles same size, not 100% same. But one is too small, one is too large, is not nice. Because nicely you need to draw the network diagram. What is the event number 2 represent? We complete B, right? Event number 1 represent just start the project. Then after complete B, you can start activity C. Draw the arrow and name as a C. Next one for the D, what's the question? Said you need to complete CD both. We start A from the event number 1. We start C from the event number 2. Then we should have a possibilities to complete both using another same event. Why same event? Because AC start in two different event. Then we can complete all using the another same event number 3. You need to put the numbers according to ascend in order, right? Then what's the event number 3 represent? Complete AC both. Then you can start activity D. Because for the D, we should complete A and C. Then finally, we need to complete the entire project after the event number 4, right? You know that any project, you can see one starting point, you can see one finishing point. That's the way you should draw the network diagram, right? I'm sure that is a clear. If you have any questions, anytime you can ask. Better to get the clarifications. Anytime is open to you because you are in the master's degree. You have any questions, problems, or comments, or anything that you can just highlight, mention, right? Okay, let's go to the second example. I think now the time enough that you can see the clearly, likewise, you need to draw the network that. These are the very simple example for the beginners. Okay, now go to the, you can see my second example, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now I'll give the chance to everybody. Just 2 minutes, draw the yourself. Either answer correct or wrong, don't worry. Just consider previous experience, draw the network diagram. A none, B A C A D B, E C F D E both. If you complete answer already, please let me know. I will explain that how to draw the network diagram correctly. But I think before my answer that you should do yourself, that's the way you should get the knowledge. Sometime very first time you can't draw the correct diagram, use a draft paper or the pencil. After you get in experience, then sometime you can draw the straightforward correct diagram. Okay, I got the message. I'll explain now. A none, BACA. Let's go to the whiteboard. First, you should get the starting point event. Then you can start activity A without complete anything. Just draw the arrow and put the name activity A. For the B, we should complete A. For the C, we should complete A. Now use the another event. Event number 2 represent complete activity A. Event number 2 is represent complete A. Then you can start B and C both. Because for the B, the immediate precedent is A. For the C, immediate precedent is A. You can start B and C also. But after draw the B and C, straightforward no need to draw the another circle, right? Because if you draw the circle end of the B and C, problem is you put the wrong numbers. Then go to the question. According to that, you should draw the circle. For the D, we should complete only B. Next one. If you want to start D, we need to complete B. Now we are going to complete B. It's third event. It's represent complete B. Then we have a possibility to start activity D. Just draw the arrow. Just name as a D. Just enough. Don't draw another circle. The next, for the E, we should complete C. Now already start C not completed using another event. Event number 4, we are going to say we complete C. Then we can start activity E. Sometimes you have problem that why I draw the E end of the D. Because E is the last. Normally any network diagram, one is starting point, one finishing point. You can't say the two events for the D and E separately. D and E starting the two different event. Then we can complete all using another same event. Is possible. Then we should draw likewise. The event number 5th, complete the entire project. Complete the entire project. That's the way you should draw the network diagram for this example. Now, remember that if you, after you draw the network diagram, you don't have a confidence your answer is correct or wrong. Because if you draw the wrong diagram, the rest of all the problem answers may be incorrect. Right? Therefore, this diagram is really important. Then after you draw the diagram, then you don't have a confidence your answer is correct or wrong. You can do the reverse and you can see your answer is correct or wrong. How can do the reverse? We draw this diagram based on the given information, tasks, and immediate precedence. Right? Now, based on your network diagram, we can write down the question. Then compare the questions and the original one. You can get the confidence your answer is correct or wrong. Right? Don't draw any lines. Now, take the two columns, tasks, and immediate procedure. Then I have to start the event number 1. We start the task A. Task A, immediate procedure is none because the starting point is event number 1. Then task B, we start from the second event. Second event represent what? Complete A. Task C start from the second event is represent after complete A. Then task D, we start from the third event is represent after complete B. Then task E, we start from the fourth event is represent complete C, right? Then that's the way you need to check your answer correct or wrong. Let's go to the question. A none, B A C A, D B E C. Right? Now we complete that one. Any questions, clarifications? Still this example for the beginners, not for your level, right? This one I just used to give the basic knowledge how to the network diagram. Okay, quickly let's go to the next one. You already have this handout. Now draw the network diagram for the third example here. Third one. Draw the diagram yourself. I'll give the 2 minutes. If you complete the answer, let me know. Did you complete? Upeksha. Lahiru, did you complete the answer? I got that it's not complete yet. Okay, much better. You do yourself first. Can manage? No, my speed, no. I don't know your background still. That is speed is enough, no? Can manage because this particular the basic knowledge is really important, right? Everybody try to get the basic knowledge, then so is to go to the rest of the part. You have a difficulties for this particular type of tasks. You're facing big problem in the future.